All right. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Do a little spin for the camera like I always do. Good morning. It is your girl Angela here, founder of Flow State Activated. And this is your all-in-one wellness platform where we talk all things wellness of the soul, of the body, and of the mind. So in this platform, you can find guides, workshops, exercises, and classes. So definitely check us out. And welcome to another episode of 10K Steps Walking Reflections. So I am walking, but I wanted to just take a pause here because it's just so beautiful. Clearly, if you look at my social media, I'm obsessed with trees because I just think it's so fascinating how there are so many trees in this world, but yet each and every tree is different, just like us. So on today's episode, we are going to be talking about, it kind of encompasses everything, the soul, the body, and the mind. And today specifically, we're going to be talking about doing the hard habits and actions that we know that we need to do that will propel us forward, but we either avoid doing or we're stuck and we're not doing what we know that we should be doing. And this is usually that pivotal point where we're almost at the end of our journey. And if we just stay just a bit longer, we would see so much progress unfold of our efforts. Let me rephrase that. If we were to continue to move forward, we would see the efforts that we have been putting in compound. I'm just going to leave it at that. Yes. We would see all of the efforts that we have put in compound. But we tend to give up too easily, or we tend to not do the hard things. We live in a society that when it comes to the feelings of sadness, anger, fear, we either try to suppress these feelings or we distract ourselves from sitting and being with these feelings. Little spin. But here's the thing. To be human is to feel all emotions. And I know a lot of times we're always saying the positive emotions, the negative emotions. But what if I was to tell you it's just emotions? But really, what we should be focusing on is our reaction. The reactions that we engage in determines our life course. The hard things. This would be as simple as when it comes to, let's say, weight loss. We know that, hey, if I was just to be eating just a bit healthier, if I was to portion out my meals, then I could get to that goal weight that I want to get to. Or it could be even as simple, let me not say as simple, because none of this is simple. Woo! Can be our career goals. If I was just to put in the work, day in and day out, then I can finally produce what I've been wanting to produce, whether it's that book, whether it's that business. The hard things. The hard things that we know that we need to do that would propel us forward. But it's much more complex than that. Because a lot of the times, just sitting in the uncomfortability is hard in itself. But that's just an emotion, just like anything else. And with emotions, which is felt in the body, it doesn't last forever. It passes by eventually. And remember, as we've been talking about, emotions are data. Data to let us know what we need more of in our life, what we need less of, what we need in order to propel forward, or what is holding us back. The unfortunate part is, even though emotions serve as data, it doesn't take away the feeling that is attached to it. And either this feeling is comfortable or uncomfortable. But if we can see uncomfortability as data of what the next move is in our lives, and we know that this feeling that we are feeling won't last forever, then it becomes bearable. And honestly, I have a theory that a lot of the times why this is so uncomfortable is because we have a bunch of data that's been sitting that we have not been going through. And now we actually have to take that time to clear that data, clear the cookies. But if we, on a day-to-day basis, learn how to sit with uncomfortability, then this becomes just like any other emotion that we have. That we sit with. This just becomes like any other emotion that we have, that it passes by. Not that it sits with, that it passes by. When feel-good feelings come, we know how to sit with it, we enjoy it, we let it pass through, right? Because happiness is not something that lasts forever. It comes and it goes. Joy is not something that lasts forever. It comes and it goes. And if we can view that for anger, fear, sadness, that it comes and it goes, then the emotions become bearable. And if we took time on a day-to-day basis to learn how to sit with the uncomfortability, it becomes bearable. Because we know it doesn't last forever. And because we know that it doesn't last forever, and we know, okay, this is the feeling that I'm feeling, this is the reason why, then now all that is attached to it is how to move forward. Beautiful day. Look at that tree in the back of me. Here's the thing that's uncomfortable. Moving forward requires us to go on a journey. And that journey in itself is a learning curve. So that learning curve is our test ground. We figure out what works, what doesn't work. Then eventually we will have a system in place. And when we have that system in place, it becomes just like any other strong foundations that we have in our lives, that it eventually becomes automated. And then again, uncomfortability comes about from our feelings, from our emotions. We see, this is how I'm feeling, this is what I'm needing in my life, this is what I'm lacking, this is what I need more of, this is what I need less of. Okay, how to move forward. And that right there is the test ground. Because we don't know what works, we don't know what doesn't work. It's a journey. Life is a journey. A journey that's filled of tests that we have to do so we can be more aligned with ourselves, and it's filled with systems already in place of the strong foundations that we have in our lives. Okay, that is it, everyone. So let's bottom line it. Doing the hard things. This is what we fail to do on a day-to-day basis because it's uncomfortable. But if we view it as any other emotion that we have in our lives, and that we understand that just like any other emotion, it comes and it goes, and it serves as data. The data of what we need more of in our lives, what we need less of. And when we know that, then we go into the test ground on a journey to figure out how we can get this need met, how we can move towards alignment. And this is how we continue to create systems in our lives that keep us in alignment, that keeps us grounded, and keeps us in the flow of our purpose. Okay, thank you all so much for watching. What a beautiful day it is. Beautiful trees, beautiful people outside. If you enjoyed this content, make sure that you share it with somebody who is going to need this, who needs this, is going to find this beneficial. Make sure you like this video so we can get this in the algorithm. And how about today we comment the tree emoji? Okay, have a great one, everyone. Take care. Bye. Peace.